All right, guys, summer is over, and with it goes the hottest show of the summer I Turned Pretty. It has taken over the internet, and there is no one better in the office to talk to us all about the show than Andrew Nelson. Give it up for Andrew Nelson. Andrew Nelson is the producer for the Playdate podcast with Rusty and Willy. Both of them have been on the show. Check him out. And he is also the go-to person for all things Summer I Turned Pretty in the office.
Absolutely. 2 million on TikTok, 1.8 million and counting, about to be 1.9 million on Instagram Reels, 3 trial reels with over 200K each.
Wow.
And then I think like 2,000 on YouTube Shorts.
Right, that's definitely
talk
crazy.
about YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
Just if you want to get into the analytics of like what is viral.
So Andrew is referencing a clip that he was in where he kind of tricked Rusty and Willy by describing a situation with like his friends that was actually just the plot of Summer I Turned Pretty.
Absolutely, yes.
And clearly he has not let the fame go to his head. He has not like been constantly refreshing the numbers to see how successful it is. So Andrew, how long have you been watching Summer I Turned Pretty for? Are you new to it this summer, or have you been watching since the beginning?
No, I've been watching since the beginning. I've been a ride or die Conrad fan since day one.
Yep.
A lot of people have been jumping ship. Not me. I was baby Connie from the beginning.
Got it. Okay, and we don't know what that means here. So really quickly before maybe we'll cover some of these questions at the end. But before we get into that, did you start watching this show to impress a woman? Is this a performative male trait of yours? Or were you actually just like, I kind of want to see what the hype is about?
Yeah, so now I tell people, I say, well, I got to talk about it with my girlfriend every night, so I have to watch it.
Yeah.
We've been dating for about a year and a half now. The show has been out for about 3 years.
Got it. So, but you were getting ready. You're getting ready.
Yeah, so I could say that I was watching it to impress her.
Yeah.
We met about a year and a half ago, though, so
that would be a lie.
Couldn't really use that one either. What can I say? I love a good soap.
I kind of do too, and honestly, like I've been married. I've been with my wife for like 7 years, but even before then, I was watching chick shit all the time because it's like there's also male soap operas that we don't talk about. Like I watched Landman and like Yellowstone. It's like, yeah, that's a male soap opera.
Yeah,
there's drama and there's shit that it just keeps you hooked.
Yeah. I eat it up. I mean, I make sure that I watch Monday Night Football first. And then, WWE Raw.
Wow.
And then, all the other masculine shows that come out on Wednesday.
You're fucking buff as hell, dude.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then if I find the time,
okay,
I watch The Summer I Turned Pretty as soon as it comes out.
Of course. Well, you don't want anything to be spoiled, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Love it. So when, just to clarify, when you did start watching it, were you just like seeing tweets about it and you're like, I want to watch this? Or were you just like...
So I will say originally I got into the show because I was working at a social media company that was it was called Dispo. It's no longer around, but it was David Dobrik's disposable camera app company, and it was very big with like that demographic of women, that sort of 18 to 24.
So it was like I got to know what I got to know what's going on.
Yeah. So as running the socials, I was trying to find some way to connect our app with the show since that was sort of the hot topic of the summer.
Okay.
It was really just an excuse to watch TV on company time.
There you go.
I was working from home and I just was scrambling to find something to do, and I felt like it was a good excuse to not really do any real work.
And that's kind of the goal at every job.
Exactly.
Okay, so I know a lot of people have been seeing memes about this online. A lot of, especially the fellas, might not know what's going on. So do us a favor. Can you summarize the show in 60 seconds? And can you do it in 5 seconds?
5 seconds.
Or 10 seconds.
I mean, I could do it in 3 words. Best show ever.
Do it in 3 words. Best show ever.
Best show ever. That look is yours, Connie baby. I think that was 3 words.
Okay, these are things that someone might know. So for someone who's no longer seen it, 60 seconds, what is the show about?
The show is basically about this girl who is named Isabella, but everyone calls her Belly. For some reason, they don't really explain it. I wish they would. Who is essentially in a love triangle with 2 brothers, which We've all been there. We've all done it. We've all been in love triangles with brothers. So the show is not only great, but it's also relatable, which is, I think, why so many people gravitate towards it. But yeah, she dates the first brother, Conrad, in high school. They have a messy sort of breakup, and then she starts dating the other brother, Jeremiah, in college. They have sort of a messy breakup, and I don't want to spoil the show, but
spoil the show.
There is a little bit of a flip back to her high school love, which we've all done it. We've all been there. We've all gone back to our high school ex once in a while. So now she is back with Conrad.
And are they okay? And you still have 8 seconds. So what else? Are they married?
And also Team Conrad all the way.
Got it. Okay. All right. So okay, great. So a couple questions. Conrad is the original one.
Conrad is the original.
Why is it called
love.
the Summer Term? Did she used to be ugly and then she got hot?
She used to be very ugly and
very ugly.
And the guy. So she would go to this summer house that was owned by the two brothers.
Okay.
They
owned property as like high schoolers.
Their mother owned.
Got it. Okay.
Their family owned it.
Okay.
But the mother ends up dying the summer that she turns pretty.
Oh no.
Which is kind of a big bummer because she's kind of like, this is kind of my show, and you dying is kind of like taking my.
I was the one who turned pretty.
Yes.
For you guys, this is the summer your mom died. For me, this is the summer I went through puberty. Yeah.
And it's kind of like her mom dying is kind of stealing the spotlight from her, which isn't really fair. Yeah. So you really feel for Belly.
People forget that I'm hot now.
Yeah. Like, are we not taking into fact how good I look in this black dress at her funeral?
That's fine.
Yes, exactly. But so she spends every summer in the summer house with these two boys. She basically grows up with them. They're basically like her own brothers.
Yeah, so that's even weirder.
Which makes them dating even more incestual.
Did she date Conrad when she was ugly or just when she was pretty?
Just when she was pretty.
Got it.
So he clearly only wanted her for her looks.
Okay.
Because it was like, well, you had about 15, 16 years to date this
make
girl, but it was the summer that she turned pretty.
Was she always in love with him?
She was, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and that's kind of they dive into that more in the third season.
Sure.
Of just he was the man that taught her how to ride a bike.
The man, this guy's like a 12-year-old.
Yes, yeah, okay. 8. He was the man that waited for her when she was alone.
So so now this is going to my next question. What are the differences between Conrad and Jeremiah?
So Conrad is well, I'll tell you this. Conrad is a Stanford graduate in medical school, becoming a very rich doctor. He goes to therapy and is very well in tune with his emotions. Okay. And Jeremiah claims that he graduated in beerology.
Sick.
In college at one of those 98% acceptance rate colleges.
Like U of A or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
Wait, so Conrad is older?
Conrad is the older brother, yes.
Okay,
by, about 2 years.
Okay. And Belly's like roughly the same age as them?
Belly is about, a year younger than the youngest brother, so 3 years younger than Conrad.
So Conrad's in medical school dating like a high schooler? Maybe I'm missing the timeline
so
up, but like that's kind of weird.
Conrad is in his first year of medical school, and Belly is a senior in college.
Okay, that's not that weird. That's not that weird.
So yeah, so about 2 years.
Okay, and how does the show end?
So the show ends with Belly admits that she has feelings for Conrad the night before the wedding.
Wow.
Day of wedding, Jeremiah.
Wait, but she's getting married to Jeremiah.
But she is getting married to Jeremiah, yes, the other brother. Let's not forget that they are, in fact, brothers.
Yes.
Going behind each other's backs. And he actually decides that he can't go on with the wedding, knowing that there's still part of her that loves his brother.
I mean, yeah, how could you?
Exactly. Well, I mean, we've all been there.
Right, and again, to be caught between two brothers.
I'm sure your wedding day was very, very similar.
I have two brothers myself, so I love for them in different ways.
Exactly.
And it ends with them riding off into the sunset?
So Belly ends up deciding to move to Paris with no plan.
Okay.
We've all done it.
Yep.
And ends up, working a job there, lives there for a year. And then around the time of like her 1 year anniversary of living there in Paris, Conrad shows up at her doorstep.
Wow.
And originally she says, no, Conrad, like I have a life here. I'm my own woman here.
Okay.
I'm not interested. But as they spend the day together, she realizes those feelings will never go away.
Just one day, yeah.
And it all builds up to this intense, sort of sexual moment in the show, and then the moment they're done having sex, she goes, "Get out of my face."
No, she doesn't.
That post-nut clarity hits her hard.
Actually?
Yes.
Wow.
She says, "I think you should take the next train.
Wow.
Get your butt out of here." And he is obviously very confused, as one.
Sure.
And eventually she, classic, on his way out of Paris on the train, she runs to the train station,
grabs him,
and finds him and admits her feelings. And they come back to Cousins, which is where the summer house is.
So the brothers are in, the town's called Cousins?
The town is called Cousins. It's based off of
There's a lot of like family incest.
Yes. Yeah. They call it like the White Lotus Part 2.
Got it.
Sort of. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So the series has ended. There is a movie coming out soon.
Yes.
Before that, what are 3 things, like if a guy wants to talk to a girl about Summer I Turned Pretty this weekend, what are 3 things they should know? So they should know the difference between Jeremiah and Conrad.
Yes, absolutely.
Conrad, sensitive, smart, first love. Goes Jeremiah, bad boy.
Frat star.
Yes. Still a good guy, but different.
Yeah. I mean, he did cheat. He did cheat on Belly.
Wow, that's
which was part of their riff in their relationship.
How could you not have a rift?
I mean, we've all been there.
Okay, so we got difference between these two. What are 2 other things that, like, maybe phrases they can say to start a conversation? Yeah,
I mean, you got to be Team Conrad.
Sure.
I mean, the ladies are talking on
the
TikTok.
Biggest takeaway is your team.
And they're saying any guy that is Team Jeremiah, red flag, red flag, red flag.
Wow.
You know, so
write that down.
Boys, make sure that you are Team Conrad when you're talking at a bar. Know the difference between the 2 brothers, and you know what? Even throw in a little curveball. Say, I think she should have ended up with Cameron.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't even explain that. Do your own research for that one.
That's what we on the Burnerverse call elite ball knowledge. Okay.
Wow. That is elite ball knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, love that.
If you want to go home with her in an instant, say, I think she should have stayed with Cameron. Feel like he was the only one with pure intentions.
Mic drop.
Yep.
All right. So we got the movie coming out. I want you to pitch to me what the movie is going to be about.
Okay.
And I'll pitch to you based on what you just told me what I think the movie should be.
Okay. So here's my pitch that I wrote about 5 minutes ago.
Okay, you can reference your notes, or you can just.
I was actually writing it while we were talking.
Got it. You're like,
every time you talk.
Yeah, I was like, wow, you're really multitask.
Yeah. Exactly. So Belly and Conrad are living happily ever after in the Cousins' summer house, and they have a child on their way.
Okay.
And they're very, very excited. Jeremiah is become a very successful influencer chef. He's living with Denise, who is business partners with Belly's brother, Steven. They're tech billionaires in San Francisco. They're living great. And Belly ends up becoming pregnant, and she is having her water break. And as she's being driven to the hospital, she admits to her friend Taylor, who's driving her to the hospital, she says, "Look, I don't know whose child this is." Yep.
Kate fully just gasped on a fictional.
Yep.
Continue.
Yes. And she says, Taylor, I need to admit something to you. When I went to San Francisco to visit my brother, I ended up happening along. She went on purpose to one of Jeremiah's influencer events. They talked. She was just looking for closure, but they ended up having very disgusting, unprotected car sex.
Wow.
To the song of Reputation by Taylor Swift. And
Katie's literally like,
another guy.
Dude,
Andrew, you gotta pitch this.
You should write this movie.
You gotta get it in front of a crowd.
And it was around the time that, she would have gotten pregnant.
Okay.
So Taylor says you have to tell Conrad. Conrad is at work. He doesn't even know the water is broke yet.
Sure.
So she calls Conrad on the way to the hospital. She explains the whole thing to him.
And Conrad's a doctor, by the way.
And Conrad is a doctor, but at a different
hospital. Okay. Yeah, he wouldn't have his wife give.
I didn't think about the details.
It's fine.
Yeah. I didn't think about the details.
He's dropped his practice.
Yeah. Belly's going to a worse hospital because just his insurance.
Yeah, he feels weird about it. He's like, it feels like work. It just feels like work. I don't know. I don't want you to be in my workspace. Okay,
exactly.
continue. I didn't mean to derail you.
No, you're great. And so And so Jeremiah also gets wind that this baby could potentially be his. So he immediately books a flight to cousins to go visit Belly to witness potentially the birth of his child.
Okay.
Conrad is still at work trying to contemplate, like, should I even show up to the hospital? Like, even if this kid isn't mine, because it might not be mine. You know, but they both happen to end up at the hospital at the same time, Jeremiah and Conrad.
Wow.
And they, you know, have this awkward interaction, and then eventually they come to and they just say, you know what, no matter whose baby this is, it can never stand in the way of our brotherhood. And
wow.
We are brothers for life. We are locked in. We are blood, you know. And,
that's a mature realization.
And no matter whose baby it is, we will both take care of it, you know, give it the best childhood possible. So they both witness the birth of the child. They both kind of take turns. Like one's taking care of Belly, the other takes care of the baby. The beach house is very, very sweet. Yeah. Very, very emotional. You go, maybe there's going to be like this kind of throuple. Maybe this, They go, maybe we could just get one bigger bed and the three of us just lay here. You know, you think that maybe this thing could work out, and then that's kind of where I left off on the pitch. So
leave it open to a sequel.
Well, so I'm just improving now. I think that Belly will go on Maury and
Maury,
the Maury show. Belly
Maury,
will go, Oh, Maury.
That's okay.
I've only seen it written.
That's become clear.
Belly will go on the Maury show. He will say, "Conrad, you are not the father," and then everyone will go, "Ooh," and then everyone goes, "It's Jeremiah's baby." And then he'll go, "Jeremiah, you are not the father." And then we'll go, "Oh!" And then who's there in the crowd?
Cameron!
And it's Cameron's kid. She also hooked up with him in San Francisco, but it was they had a condom, so they're not really sure how that works. Got it. But then there's like a condom ad that's like, remember, it's only 99% effective. You know,
and that's how we kind of end it. Sponsored by Trojan.
Yeah,
should have used the Trojan.
Should have used the Trojan.
Wow. Yep. I mean, I'm not going to top that. So that's just an incredible story right there.
Yeah.
Anything else to share with the listeners who want to know? I mean, or the viewers?
I would say give it a shot, even if it's not your thing. If you are, you know, say a NFL fan, you know, or if you are a reality show fan, I think this is a show for everyone.
Get you a man who can do both.
Yes,
like Andrew here.
Exactly.
He's taken, by the way. So
taken.
Sorry, ladies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happily.
All right, well, Andrew, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your gifts. Thank you for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you for having me.
You'll have to come back again to talk about another thing.
I would love to. This is the only thing I know about.
We talk about Love Island a lot.
Yeah. Well, I do.
You and I do. You're like, okay, you don't remember our conversations about that?
No, I don't. You're just like such a, you know, unforgettable person.
Right. That's okay. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Just, you know, you're just one of the hundreds I talk about Love Island with. So you just fall in line, I guess.
All right. Well, thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me. I'm sure you're definitely going to have me on again now.